You ever just get so tired of showing up to something that it doesn't feel like you anymore? Now that's what someone asked me the other day, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since. Because the truth is, yeah, I do feel like that. Not because I'm not thankful, because I am. And I know God's been good to me, but lately it's like I've been showing up to work, showing up online, showing up in life, and I don't even feel present anymore. Like the purpose that used to drive me is getting buried under the pressure and the expectations, right? And I realize I've been chasing success harder than I've been chasing God. Now I want to share something that's been weighing on me a lot lately, because maybe it's been weighing on you too. That quiet frustration that we have. That feeling like you're going through the motions, that disconnect between who you are and what we're doing. And how the enemy will take that small shift from purpose to pressure and use it to pull you away from God. But I'm slowly coming back, and I want you to. Now, I'm Darius, and I don't have it all together. But I want to be honest about where I am and where God is meeting me in the middle of it. Now, if you've ever felt spiritually dry, emotionally drained, or just stuck between gratitude and disconnect, trust me, you're not alone. Let's talk about it. Now, lately I've been feeling this tension. Now, I'm thankful for my job. I'm grateful for how God has provided for me, but it's not even the job that's been weighing on me. It's the people. You see, I walk into work expecting folks to carry the same mindset that I do. Expecting them to carry the way that I care, the respect the way that I respect, to think kingdom. But they don't. And it catches me off guard sometimes, because I'm like, why are you acting like that? Then I have to remember, not everyone knows God like I do. Not everyone has the kind of relationship I'm trying to grow in. And that's not a reason to get frustrated, but it is an opportunity to reflect Christ. Now, I had a moment recently where someone at work rubbed me the wrong way. And for a split second, I was ready to respond out of emotion. But God reminded me, this is why you're here. Not to blend in, not to be liked, but to be different. To show people someone that they may not even know that they need. And that's when it hit me. I'm not just wrestling with people, but I'm wrestling with pressure. See, I started creating content, this channel, this message, because I wanted to help people. I wanted to share how good God has been. I wanted to make a difference, but somewhere along the way, I started measuring impact by views. I started checking analytics instead of checking my heart. I started chasing success instead of surrendering to God. And here's what I learned, by doing all of that. Satan doesn't always try stopping your calling. He just tries to shift your focus until you're doing the right thing for the wrong reasons. You see, that slow drift is dangerous, because you'll think you're still serving God when actually you're serving your own expectations. Now, Proverbs 3:6 says, "In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight." Now, he says all your ways, not just the big ones, not just your prayer life, but how you show up to work, how you treat people, how you create, how you dream, everything. Now, the good news is that God is not standing there waiting to scold you either. He's just waiting for you to come back to him. And that's what I'm doing right now. See, I'm coming back to my why. Back to creating for conviction, not compassion. Back to surrendering instead of striving. Back to building with God instead of ahead of him. So if you've been feeling frustrated, if people at work have been draining you, if you're tired of showing up with a smile when deep down you feel off, let this be a heart check. Ask yourself, why did I start this? And more importantly, who am I doing it for? You see, God hasn't changed his mind about you, and he hasn't taken his hand off your purpose either. He's just waiting for you to stop chasing and start trusting him again. Now, if this message touched you, if it made you feel like you've lost your why, if you If you've just gotten so caught up in the world that you've forgotten the purpose that God has placed in your life and the reason that God placed you here, hit that like button. Comment down below. Let's talk about some things that may have taken you off your path. Some things that may have caused you to lose focus on what's really important. And then if this video touched you in any kind of way, please subscribe, like it, share it with someone else. I'm doing this because I love God. I love God, and I love God enough to just push his message out there to anyone who wants to hear it. And if this channel is something that inspires you, please come back, enjoy, because where impossibility ends, God begins. Stay blessed.